A French Navy Atlantique II maritime patrol aircraft has been reported to have been illuminated by the targeting radar of a Russian S-400 long-range surface-to-air missile system on the night of January 15 to 16, at a time when the aircraft was flying over the Baltic Sea. The system is thought to have been located in Russia's westernmost territory of Kaliningrad, where modern air defense systems are heavily concentrated to provide security against NATO forces that encircle it from all directions. The Atlantique II was reportedly conducting inspections near Swedish and Baltic waters at the time, and scanning around 200 ships. The aircraft carry heavy surveillance equipment, and can deploy both cruise missiles and torpedoes, providing them with a comparable role to the Russian Tu-142 or the American P-8. The S-400's engagement of the French aircraft was condemned by French Defense Minister Sebastien Lecornu, and occurred at a time of particularly high tensions between Moscow and Paris, primarily over the ongoing Russian-Ukrainian War. Kaliningrad, a Russian territory situated between Poland and Lithuania, plays a pivotal role in Russia's air defense strategy. The region has hosted S-400 batteries since their initial deployment in April 2012, aimed at bolstering the Baltic Fleet's air defense. Additional systems were installed at the Gvardeysk military base near Kaliningrad in March 2019 to further secure this strategically sensitive area. These deployments also serve as a deterrent to NATO forces operating in the region, where tensions continue to rise. The S-400 Triumph, developed by Almaz-Antey, is a sophisticated air defense system featuring an advanced radar architecture. At its core is the 92N6 Gravestone fire control radar, capable of detecting targets up to 400 kilometers away and at altitudes exceeding 50 kilometers. Supporting this is the 96L6 Cheeseboard radar, optimized for tracking targets at both low and high altitudes, and the 91N6E Big Bird radar, which can identify threats at ranges up to 600 kilometers in some configurations. This combination enables the S-400 to detect a wide range of threats, from ballistic missiles and stealth aircraft to drones and cruise missiles. The S-400 is further distinguished by its ability to deploy a variety of missiles tailored to specific threats. The 40N6E missile, with a range of 380 kilometers, can engage targets beyond the radar horizon, including those flying at low altitudes. The 48N6DM, 48N6E3 missiles with ranges of 250 kilometers and 48N6E2 with 200 kilometers are designed to intercept high-altitude threats, while the 9M96E missiles with a range of 40 kilometers and 9M96E2 with 120 kilometers are optimized for maneuverable threats and those at low altitudes. These hypersonic missiles, capable of speeds up to Mach 15, ensure rapid and precise interception. In its maximum configuration, an S-400 battery can engage up to 80 targets simultaneously and direct 160 missiles within a 360-degree radius. While the S-400's modular design and advanced capabilities make it a formidable defense system, they come with significant logistical demands, including maintenance and highly trained personnel. These factors underscore the importance of the S-400 systems stationed in Kaliningrad within Russia's broader anti-access and area denial strategy, effectively securing the region against unauthorized aerial incursions. This incident highlights the growing geopolitical tensions between NATO and Russia, particularly against the backdrop of the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. The Atlantique II, designed by Breguet and Dassault Aviation, specializes in anti-submarine warfare and surveillance missions. With a flight endurance of 14 hours and a range of 4,300 nautical miles, it is a critical asset for NATO operations in the Baltic Sea. Equipped with state-of-the-art sensors, including a magnetic anomaly detector and a 360-degree radar, the Atlantique too can efficiently monitor maritime activity in strategic zones. The use of a targeting radar against the Atlantique too represents a provocative act, often interpreted as a warning or show of force. While the situation did not escalate further, it underscores the risks of operating in a region where NATO and Russian forces frequently interact. NATO Supreme Allied Commander in Europe, General Christopher Cavoli, noted that such incidents, though serious, are relatively common and not confined to European theaters. This incident underscores the need for NATO to maintain heightened vigilance against destabilizing actions in the region. In conclusion, this event reflects the delicate balance of power in the Baltic Sea, a critical theater in the broader NATO-Russia rivalry. The advanced capabilities of the S-400 system, coupled with NATO's strategic resilience, highlight the precarious nature of this region, where each action carries potential implications for international security. Russia relies heavily on S-400 air defense systems to protect its airspace, and has combat-tested them extensively in the Ukrainian theater, including for very long-range engagements against targets up to 400 kilometers away. The systems are prized for their high mobility, the high flight performances of their missiles, and their use of multiple complementary radars operating in different wavebands to achieve high situational awareness even against low observable stealth targets. They are in production on a much larger scale than any other long-range air defense systems in the world. French forces were reported on January 15 to have deployed for a secret large-scale exercise in an area resembling a stretch of the Dnieper River north of the Ukrainian capital Kiev, simulating efforts to repel a Russian offensive across the Ukrainian-Belarusian border, with the activation of this northern front by Moscow having long been a major concern among Western analysts. The French government has repeatedly considered significantly escalating its ground force deployments in Ukraine, with the French paper Le Monde reporting in mid-November that the country had reactivated discussions with the United Kingdom on troop deployments to Ukraine. Further reports of French and other European personnel deployments being discussed emerged, closely coinciding with the S-400's engagement of the French aircraft.
Второй средства индикации исправны.